Good morning, everyone. I'm Mike Mania with Hubbell Wiring Device. I'm the territory manager that handles New York, New Jersey.
I'm Mike Shea, Hubbell territory manager for New Jersey.
Right. And we are going to, it's locked, sorry about that. We are going to go over some new product today that we just launched and came out with. We're going to go over some takeoffs, how we do takeoffs and all that. But first, we'll start with some new product. We have some product also where we have an increased rating, so we'll go over that too with our watertight devices. But first, we're going to talk about the 10-inch poke-through. First, we're going to talk about customer service, tech support. So what you see to your left right now is customer service, their email address, their phone number. So if you can't get in touch with a territory manager or your local territory manager, you need to check stock, you have a shipping discrepancy or back orders, expedites. You can always email customer service. You can call the 1-800 number if you can't wait and you need to get a quick response. Also, too, what we have is our technical service department. They're very good. They're very knowledgeable. Their emails there also, as well as a phone number. You can call them. You can call them if you need installation instructions. You can call them if let's say you have a contractor that sends you a photo of a situation where the floor box is not fitting the right way, or is having problem with some product. You can always send those over to tech services. They'll look at it. They'll try to help you with solutions. They can also try to help you cross competitive part numbers. So those are two good resources. They're very quick. They get back very fast. So I encourage everybody to use that. And then below that is the territory managers. If you don't know who your local territory manager is, you should find out. We do training. We can set up joint calls, project pricing, RGA returns. We can get you literature. Those are all our responsibilities. So, please reach out and let us know, and we'll try to help you out the best we can. To the right, we have our Hubbell vertical markets, and just real quickly, we're showing you which product falls in line with the commercial industry, the industrial industry, healthcare, and you'll see a lot of this material actually, works in all different types of situations, but that's just a quick little guideline and shows you where our product falls into those applications. So what we got here, first thing we're going to talk about is our new 10-inch poke-through. We just launched this. And what we're showing here is a little history about our poke-through. So 2012 is the first time we came out with the 6-inch poke-through, and the reason that we came out with that one first is it's just the most commonly used poke-through in most applications, especially commercial applications, is a 6-inch. Following year, we came out with the 8-inch, the next most popular, and then we were the first ones to come out with a 4-inch recessed to kind of complete that family product. But now this year we're launching the 10-inch, and I'm going to go over some of the features and benefits. This way you can see, where this particular poke-through is going to fit in and which applications. So here are some of the key components of the 10-inch poke-through. We have 15 different bottom feed plates, which we're going to see here at the bottom. Important thing to know is that our bottom feed plates, whether it's center feeds or which you'll see in the middle here, center feeds or the perimeter feeds, all these are sold separately, so they will have to be ordered separately when placing an order. But you can call us. We'll help you figure out what they need to use. It depends what kind of conduits they're running, how much data, how much cable they may be running. So we'll help you out with that. We also have 35 new different device plates. You can't see it in this poke-through now. They're not inserted, but we have all the 20 different center plates, which is important because you're going to have a lot of data running up the middle, which is the whole purpose of this new poke-through. And then we have 15 different perimeter plates. And as you can see, depending on which devices they want to go with, you can just get duplex or decorator style plates, but we also still offer pre-wired perimeter plates, which is nice because it just helps out with ease of installation, makes things move along a little bit faster. Below that, we're showing you all the covers now. This is an aluminum cover, but we have it in all the different colors that we have for our other poke-throughs. So have the black powder-coated, bronze, gray, silver. So we still have all those. We're also offering those recessed covers in a tamper-resistant cover, which I'll go over on the next slide. But we're the only ones that are going to actually have tamper-proof covers for 10-inch poke-throughs, and I'll explain the need for that. But we're the only ones that are offering that. And then below that, you'll see furniture feed covers. Again, Hubbell's the only manufacturer of a 10-inch poke-through that is offering a furniture feed application and a furniture feed cover. So. Okay, sorry about that. So quickly, so on to the left here, you're going to see it's still UL scrub water compliant, as is all our covers for recessed poke-throughs. 1,000 pounds rated for static load. Basically, that means that we are, when we're testing it with UL, it's a 1,000-pound static load, which means it's coming directly down to the middle. UL requirement for covers is 300 pounds. So you could see that we actually, we exceed the rating on that. 1/16 of an inch, lowest profile cover out there. It exceeds the ADA requirements for trip hazards, so we still have that. And then 180-degree cover. So basically what that means is you can open it all the way to 180 degrees. When you close the cover, you'll notice that the hinges are completely recessed back. So there's other manufacturers out there. They have piano hinges. That can sometimes run into an issue depending on where they're at. The hinges can break. Covers they're pretty expensive, so they would have to switch out an entire cover. What's nice with ours is that this hinge is, if you can tell from the side, it's completely reset. So depending on where it is, it should be pretty safe from any type of, the hinges getting broken. And at the bottom of the slide, what we're showing you is our tamper-resistant cover, which the screw would be right here towards the edge where the handle is. Each cover is going to come with that T10 torque tamper screw. So they'll always have the screw bit to open up the screw. The screw is stainless steel, so this way if they're scrubbing floors or wherever the poke-through is, that screw won't rust and they'll have a difficult time opening up the cover and getting into the poke-through. Now, you're going to ask a question? Now, the reason for the tamper covers is basically they just don't, depending on where it is, they probably don't want unauthorized personnel getting into it, maybe late at night. There's a cleaning crew that comes in. They don't want them to plug into it. They might have important equipment plugged in, and they don't want, they don't want people unplugging, not, forgetting to plug stuff back in. So that's basically the purpose for the tamper cover. It's all on, who they want having access to the poke-through. Also now, we have a furniture feed cover. So what we're showing you here is, first off, we have it in all the colors, and then on the line side, or the power side, is 1-inch hubs to bring in your power to the perimeter receptacles is really where you're going to see that. And then you can go up to 2 inches on the hubs in the center. So that's important to know because the bottom feeds, we can go up to, on the center, a 2.5-inch hub. That's important because it's pretty much the largest hub side for a 10-inch poke-through, but you can run far more data running it in through the bottom of the poke-through, and then at the top you're going to be running it out of a 2-inch hub. It just, we just figure with all the data now that people are putting into these that it's just for ease of access and ease of installation. Also, too, if you can make it out in the center, those 4 screws that are around the 2-inch hubs, if you unscrew those, that whole center plate comes out, and you can pretty much fit your entire hand into that center chamber and be able to pull all your data cables through the middle. So, again, it's ease of installation. We're the only ones that offer a furniture feed cover. So just please keep that in mind. And at the bottom there, you'll see the low voltage dividers also that come with it. So just briefly, we're just showing you the capacity. I mean, you can pretty much do up to, I believe, 8 gangs. in a 10-inch poke through. There's increased data capability. You can see in the center plate with all the data, but you can also, we are showing here, you can put run a dryer cord. We have a dryer receptacle in there. You can put a twist lock in there. You can go all power. There's all different ways that you can do it and configure it, but the whole point is because of increased data and AV. This is the reason for this poke through, and that's why we're showing you all the different type of variations of subplates and what you can run. So wire capacity. So basically what we're showing you here is the recess cover on the outer side, which would be your line voltage side or your power side. You can run up to 5 10-gauge wires. And then up the center for data, depending on how you're doing it, you can go up to 12 10-gauge wires. On the furniture fee side, if they decide they want to go that way, you can run up to 30 Cat6 cables up the middle, up the center for your voltage. And then you can run up to 16 number 10s. So we're showing you here on the furniture feed, and depending on how they're laying out the job, we actually do see a lot of furniture feed layout applications. So, this is good to know. I mean, this is not a product that it's not like a 6-inch poke through or other jobs where you can see multiple. You're seeing one of these per conference room, per meeting room, huddle rooms, wherever they're putting it in a university. What's important, though, is that you could run into a situation, or often we'll see situations where someone wants to put a poke through next to a poke through, say a 6-inch poke through next to another 6-inch. You can't do that because per code it has to be 2 feet from center, so you can't have side-by-side poke throughs. But this is kind of a solution for that, where they might run a situation where they got to run a lot of data or power, whatever they're doing, in a specific location, and this will alleviate that problem of having to go another 2 feet to another poke through. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, it's not going to be a lot of these on a job, but you might see 5, 6 of these. So it all depends. But just please, just keep that all in mind. And finally, these are the applications. You're going to see where we're seeing it is training rooms, conference rooms, libraries, hospitality, all those different locations. Multiple applications for this product. So if anything arises, any opportunities, please reach out to us, to your local TM or territory manager, Hubbell territory manager, and we'll help you out. We'll figure out what they need, and just reach out to us with any opportunities and let us know, and we'll help you out. So next, what we're going to talk about is our watertight devices. So we've had watertight devices for a long time now. We actually have a full range of twist lock, straight blade, the back boxes that go with it, and watertight. But what we did is we increased the rating. It has an IP69K rated water device, which essentially it's about ingress. It's about wash down situations. We're the only ones right now that actually have an IP69K rated on our watertight devices. So, you keep that in mind too. It holds up pretty well. Right. So what we're showing you is here the straight blade on the right. We have the connectors on the bottom for straight blade, or twist lock, I should say. Receptacles. We have the back boxes, 15, 20, 30 amp duplex receptacles. So we can, we have a full array of this product line. So any questions you have or opportunities, reach out. We'll help you out with that. Go ahead, next slide. So real quickly, I just want to briefly touch on the features. So the connections they're still stainless steel hardware inside, holds up to the corrosion resistance. I believe this is it's a floating cap. So this is nice because you can actually wash, on a wash down situation, you can wash under here, clean out all the dirt and grime or dust or whatever that builds up on these. They're going to come with a tray of collapsible bushings, all depending on what size wire you're feeding into the device. And then another important factor is our gotcha ring, which is patented. Now, this little piece of plastic here, a little misleading, but you would be surprised how much extra strain relief that you can actually, that this provides to the device, because you're going to see these types of devices in a lot of applications where it's in a vertical, hanging vertically. And so this little cord, this little gotcha ring actually protects, gives a good strain relief in those situations. And even so, someone might throw a Kellum grip on there too to give it even extra, some extra more strain relief depending on where these things are hanging. But, you know, it is a patented product. We're the only ones that have this little gotcha ring, so it's a nice little feature. And then also we have a cone seal block. So the cone seal block, what we're showing you, and again in a vertical situation when these things are hanging, you'll see that, and you can see at the end, it's just a little cone seal that grips around the wire. You know, water's running down. It could be moisture coming down into the device, so that it's nice. It helps to dispel it to the side. You know, so it's a good product. It's got a higher rating now, protects against dust, ingress, all that. So, you know, any opportunities, again, you can reach out to us and we'll help you out with that. And then below you'll see all the different type of applications. So, you know, food processing being one of the biggest applications where we see a lot of this product. I've had this product personally. I have a scaffolding company that I deal with. They were having these hanging down from their scaffolding machines, and they were basically, they're the ones that they were using. They were pooling up with water. I showed them this product. I explained to them the cone seal, the gotcha ring. It's actually worked out because it was a perfect application for them. I had them switch over. They liked using it. They're not having water pool up in the bottom of the devices, any of those issues right now. So that's where, you know, this is where you would see where this would work, this specific device. So next thing we're going to talk about briefly is our on-the-go charging pedestal. We just launched this. It's new product. I don't know if you guys can see inside. Basically, what we have here is that we have our USB receptacles inside. What you got here is you got a Type A USB and a Type C USB in the pedestal. It gives you two options depending on what kind of device someone may be carrying. If they might have a Samsung, or depending on which phones or tablets they're using, they might have a USB Type C charging. So we're giving you both options with that. It's about a 6-foot pedestal. You'll see it's a small footprint. You'll see how narrow it is. So it's not going to take up a lot of space if you have this thing between seating in in an airport, or maybe you in other common areas like colleges, hospitals, universities, places like that. It's backed by our Hubbell warranty, so there's no issues there. And this is actually a custom. You can customize this with logos. So depending on where they're looking to put these things, you have a light header. So if it's a university, you can put the university logo on there. If it's a hospital, the hospital logo go on there. It's very important to know that, you know, if they do want customization logos and branding, they need to, this needs to all be done up front. There's no retrofitting on the customization. So if they buy just a standard light kit, that's what they're getting. There's no going back. And there's no minimum order quantity, so they can order 1, you can order 3. All depends on, you know, how many they're looking for. Things to keep in mind. This is for indoor use only. I'm sure that you know, there's a lot of times people are looking for charging stations for maybe an outdoor area at a restaurant or anywhere really, as far as a commercial application or school. But it's indoor only. It's only UL rated for indoor use only. So, you know, just be aware of that. Like I said before, the light kit can't be retrofitted. So if they want to do a light kit, it's got to be, you know, we got to know up front with the branding and the logos, and then we can help them out with that. But it all has to be done up front first. And the other thing to know is that this is hard. This isn't a portable charging unit, so you're not going to be moving this around. It's a hard install only. So once this thing is hard installed and wired, that's got to be hardwired where it's at. So. Customer benefits. One thing I saw here that was really great was that retail. if you have one of these in a retail store or maybe a mall, this kind of brings people in because they have to charge their phones, and it keeps them in the store. So while their phones or whatever they're charging is, they're in the store, they have to shop, they're there, so they're increasing their time at the store. If you're looking at a hospital or a healthcare area, you're going to see these, in the common areas, just for people coming to visit their loved ones in the hospital. They're able to charge their phones or tablets. It's just just makes it an ease of access to charging. They're not searching around, and because they're using your USB receptacles, they don't have to worry about a brick. If power's not being taken up, they can charge directly into the device. Who to sell to? Like I said, you have airports, universities, retail, stadiums, ballparks. There's many different type of many areas. Everyone's looking to charge wherever they are all the time. So there's multiple applications where this will fit in, indoor applications that this will fit in. So again, any opportunities, if you guys just reach out to us, we'll help you out. We'll get your pricing and all that stuff. Just just keep us in mind. And there's stock available too. We can get these out pretty quickly. So keep that in mind. Lastly, our new 360-degree healthcare tour, and I think we're going to be moving this way now with all our Hubbell University tours in the future. If you are on Distributor Corner, if you go to the website, you go to Hubbell University, it's a great tool because you can actually, it's a great learning tool. If you want to see where our product is in specific applications, it's a nice place to go. I've actually sat with my laptop and gone over it with other people. Like, this is what we find in a nursing station or the lobby area or an operating room. I mean, I strongly suggest, just taking a look at it. It's a really good tool. I'll just go through it real briefly so you understand, how to operate it. So there's a short video too. When you click on it, click back more. So at the bottom of the slide, you'll see here services, critical care, patient care, all the different areas, and you can just click on those areas, and they'll take you to that location. Go ahead. So here, what I did is I clicked on patient room, and again, this is a 360-degree tour. So you can actually, with your mouse, or there's an intuitive menu bar at the bottom where you can actually spin the room around. You can, look at the ceiling, look into the bathroom. Like, you basically can move around the patient room. These little green globes that are numbered, you can click on those. They're above a device or whatever product that we would have in the specific application. So I clicked on number 6, which was which is for showing our Snap Connect decorator style 20 amp. So when I click on that, you're going to see that it picks up the catalog cut page. Now you can click on one of those SKUs. Go ahead. And what I clicked on was a red Snap Connect device. You could see that there's all the product details on that device. It even shows you the colors. This would be for an emergency circuit. But if you want to get more information, or you can get more information, product details, resource downloads, click resource downloads. And now you can see at the bottom, you can actually get a PDF of the specifications sheet for that specific item. You can get the catalog cut. You can get the brochures. If you're looking for Snap Connect brochure, you click on that, you'll have a full Snap Connect brochure. You have the installation instructions or the manual if needed. Maybe a customer needs it because they bought product and they need to install it, but they can't find their instructions. You can always PDF the instructions over. It's a really nice tool. Again, it's a great learning tool. You have a quick 2-minute video that will show you really quickly how to go through it. But again, I would take a look at it, and it's a really cool feature that we have on our website now. So, Hubbell value-added services. So what we're talking about here is we're talking about our takeoff services, our sensor layout services. So just up at the top right, you'll see lighting control sensor layouts. We have a full line of lighting controls now. We have room controllers, lighting control panels. But what's nice is that another added, another way to help your customer too, or we can help our customers is, we get the drawings. We'll literally lay out the ceiling sensors, the wall switches, the control packs on the drawings, and then underneath where you see all that kind of purple jumbled up, we're actually showing the coverage. So we're giving them counts, we're giving them part numbers, we'll put some middles together. We need a little time. We can't get it done in a day. Usually I tell people about 2 weeks, but we don't charge for the service. It's a free service. We've had some great successes with it. So just keep it in mind that we can help lay out a job. We could do takeoffs. We could take off our devices. We could take off tray, floor boxes, anything that's Hubbell. We'll take it off. We'll tell them the symbols that we went by. We'll actually break it up through rooms, which is nice because if you have a large job, they may be wanting to release 1 or 2 floors, and we can go back. We can reference the drawings to take off. Okay, E101, they want to release E101 through E103. We can help with that. We'll have the drawings. We'll have the submittals put together, all that stuff. So it's a nice added service. And again, we don't charge for it. So just, please keep it in mind. And also just keep in mind, we need roughly around 2 weeks. Depends, how many takeoffs we have going on at one time. Also, to the right, Rough and Ready, if you're not familiar with it, it's our prefab line. Again, it's just it's another takeoff service as well, to a degree, where we need the drawings and we'll put a proposal together, but it's prefab, all, for the most part, new construction, repetitive construction. But, that's our line. That's who we work with. So if you have any opportunities, let us know. We'll need drawings, and we can help you out. We'll do a proposal and a takeoff for you guys. Same goes with our trench duct, our wall duct. Again, it's also another takeoff service where we take off the drawings, and we'll get you a quote and a proposal together. So that's our takeoff services. Do we have time for questions? Okay, so we have some questions. We want to ask you guys if you want to jump in and answer them. Do you need me to read them off? So first question, what size core drill does Hubbell offer with the FRPT family of products? A, 3-inch, 4-inch, B, 4-inch, 6-inch, C, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10-inch poke drills. No, you don't?
They don't have to.
No. Or not. Or you can answer them when you guys get a chance. It'd be much appreciated. And I think that's all we have for you. So if there's any questions, though, if anyone has any questions right now, please feel free to ask. No? All right. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Much appreciated.